When Van Tour.
Yes.
It's an absolute pleasure.
Yeah.
To,
Nice to meet you.
for you to invite me to Hidden Gems, and we're sitting in Hanoi. It's a beautiful day outside. The sun is shining, and we're in Tour's restaurant, his community center called Hidden Gems in Hanoi. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, you're welcome. My pleasure.
What caught my eye when we were having dinner here the other night, as I started looking around, I started noticing old bottles, plastic bottles hanging above our head, old
Tire,
tires.
rim,
There's,
everything.
there's even fish tanks made out of tires. And then it dawned on me, recycling, upcycling.
Yeah.
Recycling, upcycling.
Whatever.
I think what you've done.
I understand the metaphor. Yeah.
I think you've upcycled. You've taken something that many consider as waste and rubbish, and you've turned it into a restaurant, a gathering place for people to come actually and get to experience real Vietnamese food. Tell me, let's start with here today. What was your motivation behind, first of all, Hidden Gems?
Yeah. Interesting question. I used to work in tourism, and I come from Bắc Ninh province. It is about 40 kilometers away from Hanoi. My village, I was born in a childhood with a peaceful countryside, paddy field, water buffaloes, and farming. But in the last 20 years, uh, industries, new life, modern life come. So many factories because the location of my hometown is very good for the satellite city around Hanoi. So many companies came. They make the massive industrial zone. So we, along with that, pollution. A lot of I see the deadly river like totally polluted from the green or white color turn into black color. So also many villages. So in our hometown, we got two, we call it cancer village around my village. So my village, we don't pollute it. However, we are the victims of our neighbors. A lot of people die.
The waste coming
down. The waste coming down, follow the river, and the waste go to the paddy field, and they dominate everywhere.
Yes.
I feel very sad every time I go home because I live in Hanoi. I study and live in Hanoi, but every time I go home, looking for the fondest memories of the childhood, I feel pity. So I see a lot of, instead of paddy and things like that, I just see the rubbish, and I started take it up. I see, what should I do with this? If we don't solve it now, so many people could be the victims, like when I go to the funeral. I heard the story about someone died, because of cancer, and we got to cancer village, which is about 4 kilometers, and the other side is about 7 kilometers away from our village. I feel very sad. So many friends of mine, they are the parents or friends of my schoolmates, my classmates who come from the high school and secondary school. They are the victims of pollution.
Yeah.
I feel very sad, and I started to make I love because when I was a boy, I was a tractor driver, rimming and things like that.
Yeah.
And I like fixing things, mechanics, and also because my village, I come from the traditional village, making wood carving, and also the wood carving like carpenter. So I was like that. I got some skill, and I started to make the table instead of from the wood. I made it out of the rubber from the tire, and then it come out. Oh, it's beautiful. And I put some of them in my mother. My mother got a grocery at home, so I put some tray. People come. Oh, it's nice. Instead of throw it away, we can make something out of it. Instead of turning into the rubbish, and it's bad for the environment and bad for everything. Now we got practical use and very comfortable, and that's the idea for me. And later on, maybe 1 year, 2 years later, I started to make the cafe. I make more stuff like table, furniture, decoration for my hometown, for my mother, because and then the kids come, the villager comes, and they say, "Oh," I say, "Oh," you know, it
Yes.
bursts into my mind. Oh, we can we can do something with the community. We can change the mind of people and started. That's the idea for me. I came to Hanoi and then I found a property and I want to make cafe made from 100%, at least everything made from recycled materials. I collect, I go collect all the rubbish like tire, rubber, plastic, composite, glass, ceramic, everything, and iron anything. That's why you can see at my cafe. You can see all kinds of materials made from something different, like a plastic bottle, just someone just throw away, or something old, something. It used to be the trash, but I want to turn them into not the treasures, but at least they are practical use because for sustainable, for recycling. So I think it's good for the environment because now single-use plastic, and now recently people change. But 10 years ago, when I started to make my cafe, at the time it was even were very trendy with a takeaway cup.
Yes.
It's horrible. People feel trendy and go sitting somewhere or standing on the street with a takeaway. It's single-use plastic. Plastic, like many people say, plastic is bad for the environment. I don't think so. It is a way you use it. Even it is a glass or ceramic or metal, if you use after using 1 minute and then throw it away, it turns into trash. It could be bad. If I recycle, I use a plastic cup for many years, no problem, right? It's a way you use it, like not
Like my granny's Tupperware.
yeah. Yeah,
It was always
it is a great material. It is one of the best materials that human being has ever created. It also comes from nature, from oil industry.
yes.
I don't think it's bad for the environment. It's only bad when you use it, one time and you throw it to the
Correct.
environment.
Correct.
If you use you can imagine the bottle, the glass cup. If you use one time and throw away,
Problem.
it could be horrible. Yeah, that's a big problem. So that's why I want to recycle and upcycle. I want to, reborn them for the new life. But what I think is, I don't want to make a product. I want to make it into the artistic work. When people see the beauty, everyone is affected or, feel better, relief when you see something beautiful. That's why I try to make it as beautiful as possible. At least it's not only for the usage, but also for aesthetic values. So
Emotive, visual,
yeah, the visual,
visual
catching.
stimulation.
Yeah, so, yeah,
Yeah.
visual catching. So people see, just a bottle I just throw away 1 minute ago. We can turn it into something else. And by that way, I share with the people why we should. When the customer come, I did not dare to educate them, but I just want to share with them about, now it's a big problem for us, for sorry,
Problems.
no problem. It's the problem is for the way we behave with the stuff. That's why you know, people come, people like it, and I'm very happy that I dare to do. I step out of my zone, and I do it, and now I feel, you know, very happy. People
Feeling
come,
good inside.
yeah, good inside,
Yeah.
make me happy because every day when I look at it, it is, it make me happy. When I see the customers, they get delighted by my cafe. It is my best feeling and success. Yeah.
Well, you certainly achieved it, and it's such an inspiration to hear you talk so passionately about a subject that uh, we share with you. You know, we share your ethos, we share your sentiments about what are we doing as people who love nature, the ocean, the forests, the mountains. We say we love it. We go and we walk in the mountains, we breathe the fresh air, and then we come back to our urban environments what are we doing in our personal lives,
Mhm.
each and every single one of us individually, to make a small difference.
Yep.
You know, at Vast, the brand that I work with, their focus is on sustainable fashion. We share your ethos of wanting to make a small difference, each and every one of us. But I must say, across Southeast Asia, having traveled a lot, plastic is still very
Big
much
problem.
in use, very much a problem, especially on our beaches.
Mm.
We see it washing up. You go and buy a coffee,
Yes.
it gets put into a plastic bag.
Plastic bag.
It gets put
Plastic
into
cup.
another plastic bag
Cup. Yeah.
with a straw.
Mhm.
Even the thing that I found a bit crazy was like even a banana
Mhm.
covered in plastic.
Yeah.
A banana has got a natural outer layer
Mhm.
that nature has given to protect it. But now there's a layer of plastic over it. I mean, how crazy is that? You're obviously not just a practical person, but you're a creative because you look at something, you visualize it as something else,
Mhm.
and then you turn it into a piece of furniture that is functional, but also beautiful. Um, and it's evident in your restaurant. From what age did you have this feeling? Was it from a very young age?
No, I did not get that feeling until when I was 33 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, more or less about 10 years ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
And before that, what were you doing?
I work as a tour guide. The
Okay.
tour guide take people everywhere. Same
Yes.
feeling like you. I travel. Uh, I work in tourism for 20 years now.
Okay, there we go.
So back to 2004, 2005 when I first working as a tour guide. At the time, not a lot of plastic. But 10 years later, it is a big problem. After one holiday in Vietnam, big holiday like National Day or big holiday, I go to the beach, and go to the jungle, the forest, full of rubbish. People litter rubbish everywhere. Oh, that's very bad. Yeah. Plastic is a big problem because it's too cheap. You make the thing.
Yes.
If one plastic bag costs $1, I think everyone gonna accept it and they don't throw it away. The problem is it is too cheap.
You're
The
right.
cup of salt.
Yeah.
The cup of salt. For example, like my coffee, if I use the single-use plastic cup, I can lower the cost about 10%. Number one, I don't need anyone to clean it. It's very cheap, like 1,000 single-use plastic cup. It cost me about $60,000, about $2 for 1,000 cup.
Wow.
So people come order, give them what? Let go.
Yeah.
So you can make it better, faster, and then after that you throw into the bins. That's
Problem.
that's the reason why they use the single-use plastic. When you run the business, you will know. But now people also for not only for the cafe or F&B industry. For example, fashion. When I was young, one pants, one T-shirt, maybe after I wear for couple years, 4 or 5 years, and then I pass it out to my brother, sister, But now people buy, try one thing, you like it?
2 months in the bin.
Yeah, 2 minutes later in the bin,
Yeah.
or they never reuse it again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Reuse it.
yeah. If we can, because they think it's not fashionable, not trendy anymore, so they got so many. But if we can recycle those things, the material is still very good. It we can protect the environment by that way. For many things, yeah, for many things, yes.
So what you're saying is, in essence, in a nutshell, you're saying if we were to just focus on quality, not quantity, and raising everyone's price expectations, and also building something that actually lasts instead of something that just falls apart. It's just with a shirt as well.
Right. Yeah,
Falls apart.
quality. Yeah, yeah.
A low quality item or garment, it falls apart very quickly. But if you got a good pair of pants or a good shirt that's been tailored or handmade with hemmed in the mountains or in a way that is gonna last,
Yeah, yeah.
you can have it for many years.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, but it's very challenging, difficult. I think now we can get them back and then reuse it.
Yes.
I think now people still want to do something new. They still new because it is a human being. So we cannot stop people from buying so many things. But when they have, like we got a station, for example, we got a station. When you don't like it anymore, you can exchange for the same brand. Okay, you can give me the old thing, is you can recycle, and the company can recycle, and the customer got a new stuff with a discount. So it could be, you know,
You've hit the nail on the head, and
yeah, yeah,
that is what we're moving towards as a brand as well. Is
yeah,
being able to have an item
mm,
that you hand it back.
yep,
You can get a new item, but you have to hand your item back
yeah,
and turn it back into another one of those things.
yes,
That's in the right direction.
yep,
But you must be one of the few in Hanoi that are doing what you're doing. Would you say that's true?
yeah, it's true. Very few.
Is there not much focus on sustainability in Hanoi specifically?
Mm, yes, not much.
Can I ask why?
I think people don't think it's important. Everyone, everyone, action speak louder than word. People say, "I love the environment. I love the environment. I love the tree. I love everything." But when they do,
Mm.
they don't do by action. They do by mouth. Easier.
Yes, true.
So if we got more people to do, take action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's easier in places like Europe and that because I'm sure you get a lot of European guests coming here. It's almost driven by the governments. You know what I mean? It makes
Yes.
the recycling stations, the recycling bags, the Norway has just stopped deforestation, 100%,
Mhm.
no deforestation. So it's easier for people and society to buy into it and to understand it because it's being driven like from the top. You know?
Mm.
So when foreign guests come into your restaurant and they look around, do many of them actually comment on the fact that
Oh, they love it.
do
Mm.
they pay attention to the fact that it's recycled?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, they love it. They come here because it is recycle restaurant, recycle cafe. They like the style. They like the y- like the way we are. Yeah,
That's your
yeah,
USP, your
mhm,
unique selling point, I think.
yeah,
Being ahead of the pack,
yep,
ahead of the curve in
mm,
Hanoi
yep,
and doing what you're doing
yep,
is actually creating an environment where foreign tourists feel comfortable.
yep,
Because in their country, it's been a focus for many, many years,
mm,
sustainability and focus on the environment.
mm,
So, yeah, we applaud you being a disruptor in Hanoi. And what you're doing as well is that you're educating the local people even. I mean, the people that your
yep,
staff that work here,
yep,
the local people that come here, they're looking at you and they're being educated to the fact that we can actually use waste in a positive way.
yep. Okay.
What's next for you? What's your next
Next
project?
for me, it is my passion, recycling.
Yeah.
That's why I am doing with like a resort made out of full of recycling materials from the trash. So I try to, for cafe it's difficult, but for resort, I don't let people to take plastic into my resort. It's 10 times bigger than this. So I got many rooms. And also I run it with sustainable way, like solar power, wind power, and the water. When it come out, I retreat before I go to the, lake. That's what people don't do here. They just for the for the used water from the hotel bathrooms. They just go to the river, go to the you know from the river go to the ocean easily, and that's why I retreat. I I treat the water, I treat everything, and educate people. Like you are not allowed to take. If you don't need, you don't need. Like many hotels, they got the corn, they got the wrap into the plastic, they got the toothbrush, they got a tiny little toothpaste, all wrap into the plastic. I say no. I got a big one. It's available for you here, and you got to take your own toothbrush with you.
There we go.
Yeah, if you don't, you can buy, but a good quality one, so you can use at home, not like you single use. Everything small action like that, but I think it changed the people when they do. Oh, I think, oh, that's good, And
So again, you're educating them.
educate, and also the waste I treat like organic waste. I can make fertilizer for vegetable, for thing for the crops as well. So I try to minimize as much as possible that everything, furniture, decoration, the house, the thing made from recycled material. Yeah.
So you look at your total carbon footprint.
Yep.
And you say, what
Yep.
can I do to minimize it?
Yep.
Reduce it to its smallest form.
Yep.
Starting with the smallest thing, like
Mhm.
where does the waste go? Where does the water?
And I don't believe in people support me because for the modern life, people like it.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people they care about the environment by action, not by mouth.
Well, that's it. Action speaks louder than words.
Yeah.
Right? And you're living testimony of that, because we're sitting in a beautiful restaurant that's been built with waste. You've got a resort that you're building where people think they're coming to a resort to relax, but they're actually being educated as well about waste. And what the resort will actually stand for is a learning center, not just for the people that are coming there, but I think for industry in Vietnam and in general. So it's been an absolute pleasure hearing your vision and seeing your vision. It's not just about hearing it. As you say, it's not just talk. It's actually seeing it in action. One last thing before we wrap up. Tell me about was it the King and the Queen of Belgium coming to your restaurant? How did that happen?
It happened in April last year. Because when they came to visit Vietnam, they want to do some for the embassy, Belgium embassy, and the King and the Queen. They looking for something very Hanoi with the character of Hanoi and good cafe, Vietnamese egg coffee, so which is iconic coffee of Hanoi, and somewhere with sustainable because they're gonna invest into into agriculture in Vietnam with organic and things like that. That's a project signing. So they're looking for, and we are we're lucky. Yeah,
Perfectly positioned.
yeah, perfectly yeah, choice for them.
So just some context. The King and the Queen of Belgium dined in this restaurant with the goal of connecting with Vietnamese food traditions, but with a focus on sustainability. With a vision to invest into Vietnam, sustainable agriculture, and a visionary. Like yourself, who is brave enough to actually doing what you're doing in Hanoi, I think. And thank you very much. For explaining your journey, your vision. It's very encouraging. And I hope that when I return to Vietnam and Hanoi, we can have a longer conversation. We can come and have a look at your resort maybe. And we wish you all the very best. Is there anything that you'd like to tell, not only our viewers, but like even your local fellow Vietnamese people? What is your message about how we individually can just make a difference when it comes to sustainability?
For me, I always share with the people about when they come here, protect the environment by the action, take small, take a small action, but we got big meaning. For example, I always got a market kits with a, lock and lock plastic, box, and something that I go to the market, it can refuse. I want to tell people recycle or reuse. If you cannot recycle, you can reuse.
Yes.
Reuse first, refuse, and recycle to protect ourselves, because protect environment is protecting ourselves and our future generation.
There we go. It's all about the future generation.
It's all about
our children's children.
About the future generation. And the Mother Earth is not only from human beings. We live in the planet, which is for the animals. You see, the fish need a clean environment. The trees, the plant, everything, the birds, everything need a good environment. So we got no right to destroy it. Not only of the human, it's not a well for the human being only, for so many others. Yeah.
You're leaving behind you a legacy
Yeah.
for the next generation.
Yep.
You're building a legacy.
Yeah, yeah, I think so.
And nature always wins.
Yes.
So let's be on the side of nature, because it will win anyway.
Yep.
So let's make sure that we're helping.
Yep.
And on the right side of nature.
Yep. But a small action. You don't need to make a big cafe like me. You just do with a small or tiny thing first with a plastic. Say refuse a plastic, reuse a plastic bag. That's all you need to do.
That's
And you can do every day.
That's a good strapline. Refuse, reuse.
Yeah, refuse, reuse. If you can do recycle, you can recycle.
Yes.
If not, no problem. But you can do other thing.
The 3 R's.
Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah.
Thank you, Tor. It's
Yeah,
been
thank
a
you.
pleasure.
Yep.
And we wish you all the very best for your future efforts. And long may you continue to be an eco warrior.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.